Yo, what up? What up, YouTube? UniVersus Games UVS Games has dropped, finally, the organized play for 2024. One of the main things that people have been waiting for, hey, am I going to play this game next year, has just dropped. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below, but I'm just going to run through everything. I'm just going to read the whole thing out. So you can either read it with me or just catch it there. But yeah, let's just get to it. Thank you, Cyclics, for the reset. 24 months. Holy cow, that's so long. But let's talk about it. It says, greetings, universe. Oh, and we're also going to talk about pros and cons as we dive in. I do this. Make a little. Hey, that's nice. Greetings, UniVersus players. Read on to find out what you need to know about 2024's exciting organized play roadmap, table of contents, organized play review, path to worlds, play formats, event schedule, and point system. Very cool that we instantly have the event schedule out. That's neato. That's neato. Pull for like the article at the very end. Cyclic. UVS Games organized play overview. UniVersus players. We are incredibly excited to present you the best year of organized play in UniVersus history yet. A first look back on 2023. This year we had a wonderful year of OP. Subjective. We had the largest event in UniVersus history. There were 400 players competing in the invite-only U.S. Nationals. This is, I think, technically true. Provisional Store Championships were a huge success in 2023. This event tier grew local play worldwide and attracted new players to our game. I think that this is true sometimes. And I don't know if it did this, but I mean, they have data and I don't. For 2024, we're going to continue bringing on the success of 2023 with the following 3 goals. Triple down, not even double, triple down on the local game store as a focal point on organized play efforts. Next year, is it going to say quadruple down? That's the big question. For the next year, is it going to say quadruple down? Make every event count via a qualification system that combines both points and invites. Interesting. Make our year exciting by having a diversity in play formats to participate in. This is not news. They did say that they were going to be diversifying how we're going to be playing the game. So we'll just have to see what that means. Here is a brief overview of the changes to OP with our goals in mind. We are introducing a point system to qualify for Worlds. Okay, we'll have 2 different point systems for 2024. Seasonal points and champion points. These points are earned in multiple ways and qualify you for tournaments and events. Okay, I'm interested to see how these are different from each other and why they need to be different. But I'm not gonna. Yeah. Seasonal points and champion points will be integrated into UGN. You'll be able to see your current balance for both ranks. I think this is a positive. UGN tracks points. Okay, cool. Locals. What's new? Local qualifier events now qualify you to compete at a major regional. See more info below. I'm going to read that again. Local qualifier events now qualify you to compete at a major regional. Okay. That says that I can't just go sign up for a regional. I have to go play local qualifier events. Okay, formats for local qualifiers will change from season to season, keeping the experience new and exciting. We are also introducing a new local championship that will allow players to earn additional points at their local level. I'm going to let them cook, but I think this is not a very good thing. I think I have to go. You have to go to locals. I don't go to locals. Do I get to play? Staying the same. National invites will still be awarded to winning local qualifier. Qualifications will pass down. Provisional store championships will count as the local. Okay, so you have to go and do well at a provisional store championship, right? To go play in a regional. So now our provincial store championships. Now our provincial store championships say, hey, you have both, This now says that this counts as both your invite to nationals and your invite to regionals. Oh, this is incorrect. Sorry, that's YouTube stuff. Invite to regionals? Question mark. Regionals, what's new? Well, 2 different types of regional tier events. Webcam regionals, which is cool, and major regionals. Both regional types will earn you points. Webcam regionals are open for all and will provide an opportunity for players to qualify to compete at a major regional. Okay, so this is like a lesser version than what this is. Okay. At a major webcam regional format will change from season to season. Major regionals will be invite locked, and players will need to earn 2 seasonal points to qualify. So it looks like this webcam regionals are not locked. Okay. Webcam regionals not locked. Major invites will be invite locked, and players will need to earn 2 seasonal points to qualify. Winning a major regional will get you an invite to Worlds. Whoa! Winning a regional gets you an invite to Worlds. Makes sense to me. Okay. Nice. We'll make this bigger whenever we get there. Major. Majors will feature a mixed format of both standard, constructed, and limited draft played during Swiss rounds. Okay, top cuts for regionals will be standard format. This is yucky. Majors will feature a mixed format of both standard, constructed, and limited draft played during Swiss rounds. Man, I don't like this. It's just not how I want to play the game. I am going to, I did it again. I am going to say that this is a negative. Mixed format inside an event. Okay. Stay the same. Regionals will continue to be the most accessible. This is a weird thing to say. Premier event to help players fine-tune their competitive skills. Side events are still open to all players, even if they're not qualified. I mean, this is fine, right? This is weird because only the webcam regionals are. The major regionals, like, you are locked out, right? Nationals, what's news? Players will have 2 years to qualify. Will have 2 ways to qualify for nationals by winning a local qualifier event or obtaining 10 champion points during the 2024 organized play year. Okay, neat. Nationals will feature a mixed format of standard, constructed, spotlight, and limited draft play during Swiss rounds. You have to do them all. Man, I am here for, we'll talk about it at the end, I guess. Top cuts for nationals will be standard format. I don't mind, right, we'll put it this way. I don't mind if, like, for these months, your majors are draft. And for these months, your majors are constructed. And for these months, your majors are spotlight. And for these months, your major... having it as a mixed format, like standard, constructed, spotlight, and limited draft play, is like... What, if there's an 8-round tournament, you play 2 rounds of constructed and then 2 rounds of spotlight, and it's like, what does that mean? Does that mean you have to prep 2 decks for nats? Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Worlds, what's new? Double the number of invites from 32 to 64. Worlds will be a multi-format? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I put all this stuff in pros. We have to do this. Kill you. Put you. Love it. And then the pros. 64 fights, 2 worlds. Cool. Specialty events. Over the course of the year, we will have additional special events that are competitive events but fall outside of the Path to Worlds 2024 structure. These events are always going to be open invites and will be tied to conventions, special experiences, or different formats such as retro or triple threat. Okay, that's cool. So this is them saying, hey, these special events are, I mean, you want to play retro? There's a special event for it throughout the year. You want to play triple threat? There's a special event. That's neat. I'm excited to tell you more about these in the future. That's okay. I don't need these this exact second. This is good, probably plenty. Note, this article covers our competitive scene play. We also have exciting plans for local communities, such as the upcoming Yakusho Wish Tournament. Stay tuned in future announcements. Okay, cool, neat. Is this just a graphic for this? Okay, let's let's do it. Okay. Locals tier qualifies you into nationals via qualifier win. Okay, this gets you to nationals. Qualifies you into a regional via SP. This gets you to a major regional. And then your local championship earns you points to go to worlds via CP. So this is interesting. And this is championship points, right? And you can, you can just play at your locals in order to get one of these 64 spots. Interesting. Interesting. Webcam regional earns half the CP as a major regional. Okay. Invites you into a major via SP. Well, hold on. I got to use the right words. Seasonal points versus championship points. Okay. So earns half the number of champion points as a major regional. Qualifies you into a major regional via seasonal points. So your seasonal points can let you play in this. If you go to a major, qualification requirements, you have to have 2 seasonal points. So if you do well at the webcam regional, you can get in. Makes sense? Qualifies you into national via championship points, qualifies you into worlds. You have to have 10 championship point or win a local qualifier. If you just win your locals, you get to do the thing. If you qualifies you at a worlds via top 8 or championship points. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Worlds qualification requirement, 64 spots. 9 winners from each major regionals. Okay, that says there's 9 major regionals. That's cool. Top 8 finishes of every nationals, 24 of them. And then 30 top championship point winners across America's and the next top 15 worldwide. Okay. And then the 2023 defending champion. Cool. Okay, I'm into that. Local qualifiers will be the first step. I'll just highlight all of this. Local qualifiers will be the first step for players to take their path to World. Local qualifiers will be awarded seasonal points for participating in placement. Seasonal points are required per season to qualify for major regionals. The amount of seasonal points will scale based on the number of participants. Winning a local qualifier will instantly qualify you to compete at a national. If a player is already qualified for nationals, the qualification will pass down to the next eligible player. At the end of the season, all seasonal points will convert into champion points at a 1-to-1 rate. At the end of the season, all seasonal points will convert to champion points at a 1-to-1 rate. So why do we have just like a separate currency if they're the same thing? All seasonal points is just champion points, but gets you into regionals. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I mean, it's like convoluted, but that's fine. All right, local championships. Local championships will take place once per season after the qualification window has passed. These events will take place all on the same weekend across LGSs around the world. Winning a local championship will award 10 champion points. Second place will be awarded 8 champion points, with third and fourth both earning 5 champion points. While these events can still take place place regardless of attendance size. Champion points will only be awarded if the event reaches 8 or more players. So this is just to boost you to get 10 bonus points to try and squeak into Worlds. Okay. Webcam regionals will provide players with anywhere in the world the opportunity to play and earn both seasonal points and championship points. All participants will earn 1 seasonal point to help them qualify for major regionals. So if you play in 2 webcam regionals, if you play in 2 webcam regionals, you get to go to a major. Okay, that's not that hard, but it's telling you have to play webcam events or win your locals, right? Only 1 webcam a season, so no. Okay, so you have to okay, I'll keep reading, I'm sorry. Players will earn champion points equal to 50% of their major regional rounded up. Webcam events are open to all and have no requirement to compete. Neat. Major regionals will be the first opportunity to secure your seat at Worlds 2024. These qualification-only events will require players to earn at least 2 seasonal points prior to registering. Players will need to requalify for major regionals every season. Major regionals will not only offer the winner of the event a seat at Worlds 2024, but they will also award champion points based on participation. All major regionals will have an abundance of side events available for all players, even if they did not qualify to compete in the main event. Major regionals will always be in person. Okay? And the reason they have to requalify is because after every season, your points flip over to be champion points. Your currency moves. Nationals will once again require qualification to compete in the main event. Players can qualify via one of 2 methods: by winning a local qualifier or by earning 10 champion points throughout the year. The top 8 players from each national event will earn their seat in Worlds 2024. Players will also earn champion points for placement based on participation. National events will always be in person and offer a variety of side events for players to compete in, similar to major regionals. All side events are open to anyone and not require a national qualification. Makes sense to me. Let's look again. Our most prestigious event of the year, or only the best of the best, will compete to be crowned the next UniVersus World Champion. Not only are we creating multiple paths to qualify to compete at Worlds, we are also increasing the number of invites from 32 to 64. The 64 seats will be awarded to 1 seat to the 2023 UniVersus World Champion, this upcoming in the next couple months. 1 seat to each of the 9 major regional winners, 1 seat to each of the top 8 of each nationals event, and lastly, 30 seats will be awarded to players based on their total accumulated champion points throughout the year. These last 30 seats will first awarded to the top 5 players in each geographical region: America, Europe, Oceania, followed by the next 15 players with the most championship points worldwide. I actually like this a lot. I don't mind this. If we're gonna do the point system, I'm down. I'm down. Path to Worlds 2024 will be the same for all, but players might have a unique approach. Some will aim to win a major regional. Others might strive for top 8 at a national event, while some might even grind local qualifiers and local championships to climb their way up the ladder. Regardless of the approach you take, we got you covered. Genuinely, I asked for this. I said that I wanted locals to matter. I said I wanted locals to matter. I don't know. I'm actually down for how this works. I think that forcing me to go to my locals so that I can play in a regional and play that way is weird and against what this says, right? We won't have a unique approach. I have to go to locals in order to do it, right? I have to go to locals, and some people just don't have a locals, right? Play formats. We previously announced our play format in this article. Players can expect to see the following formats of the various event tiers in organized play. Standard, retro, spotlight, limited, triple threat, special. Whatever the fuck that means. These are cute little graphics. Neat. Preview of play formats for organized play 2024. Locals level play. Locals formats may vary this year. Okay, so this isn't a true graphic because they say it's standard, but the local format may vary this year. No. This should also say spotlight because we've got the Yu Yu Hakusho event, right? Yu Yu Hakusho tournament, or the Yu Yu Hakusho tournaments don't count towards world's points, right? Because that counts. That was set up here. Yes, they don't count. We don't count. Okay. Season 1 is this. Regional level play will be mixed, and then what? How long is season 1? Will it tell me? Our core competitive path will consist of multiple formats being showcased throughout the year across multiple event tiers. Local qualifiers and championship events will feature a variety of formats over the year. For Season 1 of 2024, the local qualifier event will feature standard construction. Webcam regionals will feature standard constructed and spotlight constructed. Okay. For Season 1 of 2024, the webcam regional will feature standard constructed. Major regionals will feature both standard constructed and limited draft during Swiss, with top cuts featuring standard constructed for the season. Okay, this is all just repeated of what was said, right? Special events. These events will be open to all variety of different formats. Okay. Event schedule. We have our events. Okay. So it looks like local qualifiers. Bing, bang, bing, boop. Season 1 happens from February 26th to April 7th. And then... Oh, that's funny. This is the date that I'll be in Las Vegas for a bachelor party. So I don't get to go to this. Well, that's cool. I guess we just have to hope it's St. Louis gets us there. Or Charlottesville in October. Or Nationals down here. I will keep looking. Below is the roadmap for 2024's premier organized play program. It outlines the Charlotte. Yeah, that's what I said. What did I say? Did I not say Charlotte? Charlotte, North Carolina? Charlottesville is a wildly different play. Oh, did I say Charlottesville? I'm so sorry. Below is the roadmap. It outlines the regions. Yeah, this is just what this thing said. That's fine. The point system. It is cool that this is already laid out, right? I will say this is a big win of like, hey, we already have all of these dates, right? Of like, hey, November to here is like the we have events the whole year, February all the way, February 16th. Like there's no dead zone, right? April, July, October, right? There's the May, June spot in between is like your local qualifiers. I actually don't mind this. I don't mind it. We will have two different point systems, seasonal points and champion points. These points are earned via multiple ways and qualify you for the tournaments for the events. But the seasonal points are there just to get you into regionals. Season points. Every season, players can compete at local qualifiers, known as Professional Store Championships, level events hosted by the local game store to earn seasonal points. Approved local game stores will be authorized to run 2 local qualifiers events a season. 1 seasonal point is earned for participating in every local qualifier and webcam regional. So if it takes 2 seasonal points to go to a major, which it says right here, you have to go to, you have to play in the webcam regional. Was the webcam regional said on here? I don't think the webcam regional was said. Oh, it was said. Webcam regional is March, and then June, and then August. So the webcam regional, okay. And then webcam regional, there's a big asterisk here? What's the asterisk here? will be awarded for season majors 2025. Okay. Okay. Winning a. Okay. So if you play in your local qualifier, and you play in the webcam regional, you get to go to a major. I guess that's not that big of a deal. I hope that stores are willing to run some of these local qualifiers online, right? Like, it would be very cool. It would be very cool for them to do that. Seasonal points are handed out. Yeah. First place, if we've got 2 to 6 players, just gets their 2 points. So if you win, you get in. But if you got a bunch of players, you get 6 points, which is pretty cool. And then top 50 get stuff. Okay. Championship points or champion points. Champion points are earned at local, regional, national events and will contribute to both national and world qualifications. There will be 30 seats for the worlds. Yeah, we already talked about this. Locals, as mentioned. Once an organized play season concludes, all accumulated seasonal points will convert into champion points at a 1-to-1 rate. Local champion events will offer CP to the top 4 finishers, 10 for the winner. Local champion events require a minimum number of 8 players to play. Seasonal points convert to champion points. If you win at a major, first gets, we'll shoot for this number. So you get 40, and then 24. But if you get first, right? If you get first at a major, then this number doesn't matter, right? Right? Am I crazy? This number doesn't matter if you get first. Okay, cool. I guess it is just a way of like, hey, I have bigger number, better person, right? I have more points than you, which is a thing that I had Ben Lambright make a whole Google Doc for. So, yeah, I mean, this is just like, hey, how well did I do, right? How high can I get my number? I don't mind that. I don't mind. It should say point this and the invite, but it's fine. Top 50% doesn't get points for our normal numbers. Whoo! You just don't get points. So 64th is the cutoff, and you get 3 of them things. I mean, this might make people actually like try and play out for the 64th place, right? Not to mention, I'm sure there's gonna be like promos and such. Yeah. For nationals, all of these all get invites. So I mean, we had a 400-person event, right, for nationals, right? CP might just matter for some world seeding. That makes sense to me, Justice. I didn't think about that. That's very intelligent. Top 50% is for sure gonna get points. All right, qualification passed down in a situation where a player qualifies for worlds more than once. The following steps will be taken. If an otherwise qualified player, i.e., a regional event winner, is amongst the top 30 in the champion points, the next player on leaderboards may qualify instead. If the player opts out of attending Worlds in 2024, that is amongst the top 30 in champion points, the next player on the leaderboard may qualify instead. If a player wins a second or more regional event, a qualifier player will pass down to the next unqualified player at the event, so second place gets it. If a player is already qualified and places in top 8 at a Pro Hero National event, the qualification will pass down to the next unqualified player that in that event. Makes sense. If a player who qualified by placing high at an RLE or Pro Hero National event opts out of attending Worlds, their qualification may get passed down to the next eligible person in the champion point leaderboard. I think this is all smart. Don't forget that the EU and OCE Nats exist. They'll be pretty small. Yeah, but they lock in 5 people, so the top 5 people get to go. Okay, so what are my thoughts? I will come back here and click this, and I'll ask you guys. How do you like the organized play plans? 1, 2, or 3? I would love to know. 1 for good, 2 for bad, 3 for meh. Jose is gonna try to gatekeep me as all I learned. The SP is very arbitrary. It should have just been CP. Yes and no, right? I'll clarify what that means, but yes and no, right? They had to make 2 separate currencies because they wanted you to qualify for regionals, right? That's what they wanted you to do. And so like they can't make this they can't make it the same currency, because if it's the same currency, as soon as you get one, you get the other, right? Yeah. Trendy laws. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Okay. List of positives. I like the fact that UGN gets to track these points as opposed to it being Andrew Holder's job to track points for invites to Worlds. Very cool. Leffy, thank you for the 100 bits. The fact that the webcam regionals are not locked is very cool. Con, the fact that the major regionals, the ones that matter, are locked, you can't just show up to them, is super lame. It's very, very lame. 64 invites to Worlds is awesome. More cons. I just think like my biggest issue with this whole thing is just getting an invite to regionals. I think if they just didn't have the invite to regionals thing, right? If they just if the idea of seasonal points didn't exist, right? If the idea of seasonal points just didn't exist, I think I'd be happy with this, right? It just means that like in order for me to go to the majors, right? In order to like make my trip happen, I have to go play local play. They are handcuffing me, they're kidnapping me to play it, right? Which like makes if they sat down and were like, we gotta get these, smoke a cigar, we gotta get these nerds to go play locals. We're gonna kidnap them and make them go play locals so that they go to regionals, the things that they want to do. That makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense when you swap it and are like, we have to get people to go to locals. This is how we do it. We hijack them. But when you come back and you look at it as the consumer and you go, homie, I love your game. I don't have locals. So now I don't even get to like go travel to do the thing that I want to do because I can't go to locals, right? Like raise your hand. How many of you don't have locals? How many of you guys literally can't play in a provisional store championship? It's just not possible. Right? Like I'm positive there's going to be hands, which means that you just don't get to play organized play this year. They don't want you to play. They want you to play at your locals, and you don't have one. If you have locals, this is not that big of a deal. If you have locals, it's not that big of a deal. Right? I have to drive 90 minutes to any provincial championship. Yeah. That stinks, right? It's a 2.5 hour trip for me. Yeah, that sucks. Are they allowing online provincial championships? Redcool, we don't actually know, but we do know that players only that stores only get a certain amount of them. And so if we take and we put them online, that means that you are taking away from the people at their locals, right? We'll use Unfun Stuff, for example, right? If every season, right? We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this screen. Point system. I will make this smaller. Approved local games pros would be authorized to run 2 local qualifier events a season. Let's pretend that Chris Bromley is the kindest person of all time and opts to run one of his events in store and one of his events online. And let's say that he gets 16 players to play in his in-person store. 4 of those players get to go play at a regional, at a major. He then takes and puts the rest of them online, and then a bunch of jabronis that aren't his locals get to take the other 4 spots. He gets to send 8 people to a regional. That's half of the people that he was trying to send from his local store to go represent his local store to the regional. They're just going to be smaller. Right? Hold on. You get one. One is earned for participating. Hold up. You get 1 for participating. Okay? So that means that you just have to play in both. You have to play in both. So maybe, hold up. Maybe to actually make this, if we can do them online, right? Hold up. If we could do them online, if we convince everybody on the planet to do them all online, everybody can go to regionals. If we can convince all of them, everybody to do theirs online, everybody plays webcam, everybody can go to regionals. Yeah. What if they just turn 2 of the webcam Wednesdays into provisionals hosted by UVS Games? That's very smart, Nero, but it does take away from the idea of locals, right? And also, it's, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I would like for them to do that, right? I've been saying that they should turn one of the webcam Wednesdays every month into a provisional every month, right? That's how I've felt. Great, now I can play all year because I don't have a computer. Yeah, get fucked, nerd. Sorry, Corey, that sucks. See, the thing is my idea. Helps me though, so that's cool. Because I thought the point of webcam was for people that don't have a locals. Yes, but yeah, as Gundam says, based on this, webcam Wednesdays are worthless. Doesn't get you a regional or nationals. Yeah. Yeah, I think that actually all of these changes I like, except for qualifying for regionals. When it comes to like the point system and the invite system. The other thing that I personally don't like is I am okay with you telling me that this event is a draft event. You're gonna play the entire event, even if it's 2 drafts, right? It's a 9-round tournament, right? And you're gonna draft till round 4 with the same deck, and then everyone's gonna redraft, and you'll draft from 5 to 9, and then you'll redraft for top cuts the next day. This is a draft tournament. Come play draft. I don't like, hey, it's a regional. Go play standard for a bit. Go play draft for a bit. Go play standard for a bit. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like switching gears that way when I play the game. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Yeah, and it also says that like it's possible that to get into some of these events, right? Because like this says the word organized play, right? We'll do this. This says the word organized play. Just season 1 is these. Season 2 could be like spotlight into retro, right? Like you could like season 2 could be a retro event, right? Because we got all these fucking Yu Yu Hakusho cards back, and so go play retro to get your invite to Worlds. Season 4 is going to be triple threat into standard, right? Where like the one person out of your triple pod gets to get out or whatever. Yeah, I'm not a fan of draft. Sorry, I'm not a fan of the mixed format Swiss. Not a thing that I'm necessarily into. And I hope that they're not planning on doing this for this Worlds. What is triple threat? I'm an OCE noob. Bugsy J, truthfully, I don't know how to play either. I don't know. 1000% they want to do a 4-day HLC with every format. This Worlds, like this upcoming Worlds, I hope not. 2024 Worlds, I hope so. Let them prove that they can do it, right? So it's on the set of UVS. Drafters worked in games with competitive drafting sets. Yeah. Didn't they already confirm this Worlds is MHACCG Spotlight? I think they did all, but my memory's dog shit, so who knows? Yeah. But that's all the news. That's it. I'm going to do a little bit of math off stream. And see what points will look like as people do well. We'll have to see. I want to do a little grinding, a little Andrew Holder math, if you will. But with that, you guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know, YouTube, down in the comments down below. We'll catch you guys all next time. He's busy. He's gonna just make Andrew do the math. I'm not gonna make Andrew do the math. Leave the math.